Philadelphia. President Joe Biden returned to Pennsylvania on Friday and reused the critical battleground state as a backdrop for some of his favorite political themes, advocating sharp increases in public works spending and detailing how promoting green energy could spur U.S. manufacturing. But the world has changed since Biden visited a familiar place to talk familiar topics. The war between Israel and Hamas has stirred geopolitics and likely caused the 2024 presidential race to begin to heat up. Gaining public attention can be a difficult task, given the focus on the conflict and brutality in Gaza and on Americans among those killed by Hamas. The president began his speech Friday by talking about telling crowd that he spoke via video conference for nearly an hour with families of 14 Americans missing in attacks. The more we learn about the attack, the more horrific it becomes, Biden said. Other domestic issues are also vying for political attention, such as fight over choosing the next Republican House Speaker, potentially jeopardizing continued U.S. aid to Ukraine and United Auto Workers strike entering its fifth week. On top of all that, the president's son Hunter is facing federal weapons charges, and Biden recently went to meet with a special prosecutor investigating his handling of classified documents. But this may signal that the case is nearing a conclusion. But Biden still made his case at the Marine Terminal in Philadelphia, where he announced it was one of 7 regional hubs selected across the country to produce and distribute hydrogen fuel that could power factories and other facilities as well as key components of heavy industry. To limit greenhouse gas emissions, the centers, which are most important part of the Biden administration's clean energy plan, will be paid for $7 billion from comprehensive infrastructure package approved by Congress in 2021. These centers are about people coming together across state lines, industries and political parties to build a stronger, more sustainable economy and rebuild our communities, he said. Any struggle shift attention to Biden's domestic agenda highlights larger questions about president's overall re-election strategy and whether messages built primarily around the president's policy accomplishments and ability govern can compete with ever-changing world events that are shaking up politics in real time. Will the country care? In political class? In news-absorbing part of population? At national level? No. Cathal Nolan, Director, Boston University's Institute International History and author several books on diplomatic and military history, said Biden's hydrogen production announcement. But I don't think infrastructure conversations are ever about that, Nolan added. I think it has to do with local impact. Indeed, allies argue that Biden should stick to his political message as he seeks re-election, emphasizing steady leadership approaches even in times of crisis and undersc.